So that awkward moment when you're telling a story and you realize no one's listening, so you slowly fade out and pretend like you never said anything. What is up, guys? I'm Not Magic, and today I'm actually going to be doing a commentary that I hope to branch out and make sort of a series, and just kind of how different things have changed my life, because there are quite a few things that have affected my life and changed it for the better or for the worse. And I kind of want to go through them with you guys, and hopefully maybe prevent some of you younger kids from doing it, and just kind of hopefully get an entertaining topic out of it. So the first one, I'm going to start off with how skating changed my life, because skating was a huge factor in changing my life, and I would say that it changed it for the better, even though there were some bad things that came out of it. So the first thing that I can honestly say skating did was it gave me a sense of independence. Like, before I skated, I was always just in the house, and anything I wanted to do, I'd ask my parents. If I wanted to go outside and hang out with friends or anything, I would say, hey mom, hey dad, can I go outside and hang out with whoever? But now that I skated, I was just like, hey, I'm going to the skate park, I would leave. Now, being at the skate park, like, if I wanted to do something, I did it. Like, if I was at the skate park and I wanted to go, to the grocery store across the street, get some food, I didn't ask someone's permission, like, hey, can I go over there? Like, I just fucking went. Maybe I asked someone, like, hey, you want to come with me or something, just so I didn't look like a loner. But I just went. I did it, and it just felt like, I don't know, it just made me feel more like an adult, Like, and it's funny because when you're a younger kid, you always want to be older. Like all of the younger kids, like elementary, middle school, they always are like, oh, I want to be this age. I want to be so much older. They always try to act more mature, always try to act older. But then you get to older people, and they're always trying to act more, childish, and not childish, but like more younger and everything. Like, everyone wants to be a specific age. And I feel like that age is anywhere from, 18 to 21-ish. And, from there, that's like the prime of your life, and that's where everyone wants to be. Or it might not be everyone, but you always see kids trying to act mature, trying to act all adulty, or trying to act like they're 21, 20, whatever. And you always see like old people, like in their 80s or 70s, trying to get with the trends, get with the style of how everything is. Like, they kind of ditch their 70s crap and go with, like, dubstep or something. Like, imagine your grandpa listening to dubstep. But it just seems like everyone wants to be at a specific age. And when I was skating, I felt so much more mature. I felt like I can make my own decisions, and it honestly helped me in the real world with decision making. Like, I still make decisions today that I based off of learning from when I was skating. Like, if I made a bad decision when I was skating, I learned from it. And I figured, and one of them, best example I can use is to look both ways before you cross the street, because I've been run over by a car several times, and for some reason I have not hurt myself significantly by doing so. Cars have run me over, cars have snapped my board. Like, eventually they got me to look both ways before I cross the street, so that's good. But it seems like, and now, like, whenever I drive or whenever I do anything, like, I'll always look both ways before I cross the street, just because I don't want to get run over. Like, I've been run over, I don't like the way it feels, so I feel like I don't want to get run over anymore. Let's look both ways, let's solve this problem. So I would definitely say that, even though this doesn't really have to do with skating, like, being a skater crossing the street, like, you don't usually look both ways. You usually even have your iPod in full blast, so you can't even hear a car coming. So it really helped me a lot with that. And I also would like to say that school helped a lot with, like, the street smarts. Like, you guys may say, like, school's a waste of time and everything, but if you never actually, like, hang out, like, I don't want to say hang out on the streets, because that sounds like you're, like, in the ghetto and you're doing, like, drugs or whatever, but like, you know what I mean. Like, you're just hanging out with friends, like, outside of your house, outside of school, like, just, like, maybe hanging out at, like, a restaurant or something. Like, school just helps with all of that, like, so like, significantly. It kind of is, like, mind-boggling almost, because, like, I do stuff that I learned in school that I didn't really notice until afterwards. I'm like, hey, if it wasn't for school, I would have never done this. And I don't know, this is maybe just the way I feel, maybe just me, but I mean, I know for sure that if I would have never started skating, I would have been a lot more, or it would have probably taken me a lot longer to be less socially awkward when I'm, like, outside of school or outside of, like, my comfort zone. And that's actually a good point I just made, is that it kind of, like, increased my comfort zone. Like, everyone has their little comfort zone place, and for a lot of people it's like the safety of their house or the safety of their friends. Skating made me make new friends. It made me get out there and just kind of, like, explore the world almost. And for how weird that may sound, I really did. I went everywhere when I skated. I skated miles. I took the buses. I went cities over to go to a skate park or something. And now I know where everything is in that city because I went there when I was a skater. Like, I had to rely on my natural instincts to help me survive. Like, if I need to figure out where to eat, I would probably go up to some random person I've never known and ask them, hey, where's the closest McDonald's? And that's something that will help you in the real world. That's something that will help you as you're an adult. So I wanted to kind of go over this commentary with you guys. Leave in the comments what you think a good topic for me to talk about would be for a series like this. I already have a few other ones planned, but I wanted to know what you guys thought. Sorry this commentary was a little non-enthusiastic. I have a really, really bad headache right now, and I'm really short on breath, to be honest. Like, take a breath every now and then, just because I don't know, I feel like I'm getting sick again. I might just be a little overwhelmed because finals are coming up and everything, but it's all good. I'm good to go. I'm pushing out these commentaries because I love you guys. I'm actually set to hit 1K next week, which I don't know if that happens or not, but that's just what YouTube stats are telling me. So if that happens, then fuck, I gotta plan something out because it's huge. One other thing is that I'm gonna try to push on getting a blue snowball mic for my commentaries to let you guys hear a little bit more of my sexy voice. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Please leave a like, please leave a comment telling me what else you would like me to talk about. Tell me if you'd like this series. Tell me if you have any other series ideas or anything like that. And I think that's about it. So I'm out, guys. Later.